This is the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast, episode 24.
I almost had sex with a midget last night, but she couldn't reach to go up on me. It's the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Space is the final frontier. Then this is just the pit stop at the rest area that is near.
It's a Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. 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 In your ear.
In your ear.
Pod. Poddamn it. Poddamn it. Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Poddamn Idiotz.
Poddamn it.
From St. Louis, Missouri, the Red Room in Spade Land, Captain B Studios, and our favorite Scorpion Room in San Marcos, Texas, this is the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Welcome to the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast, episode number 24. In the Red Room, he is El Champion, and he wants to put bubbly on his ball sack. He is Ric Spade.
I have a cut on there. That might hurt.
Ow. And he's too tired from using his wedding present. He is Be Slow. And I am Tejas. And if you noticed, J Hizzle's not here, really. And that's because I was tired of Jumanji, so I sacrificed the virgin. Sorry, Jay.
Cat butt.
No one wants to see her cat's asshole.
I sacrificed the virgin. Let's get this year over now.
Guys, it's getting there. It's at 96.
That's what she said.
All right, so
Don't you stop, or it's going to go back to 0.
let's see how everybody's week was going. Let's start with the newlywed. Be Slow.
I'm married, guys.
You look older in the week that I have not been there.
Dude, I saw him an hour ago, and he looks worse than he did when I saw him.
I'm telling you, he's too tired from using that wedding gift.
Well, I put my kid to bed. I did some lousy ass door dashing. Ate some food. Computer won't start. I laid down, fell asleep with the kid in the bed. Hence a little bit of bedhead going on over there. And I don't have my eyeballs on.
Maybe that's why he looks like he's dying.
Could be.
But week's been busy. Work. Did I mention work?
Did you have to arrest more meth heads?
I don't think she's a meth head. She's just a dumb head.
I'm sure we might get an interesting story later.
I'll discuss that a little bit.
All right.
And my kitty loves me.
Your kitty loves showing us its butthole.
Yes, she does.
Butthole.
Did you know that all cats are from Ohio?
Because they're buttholes?
You look at their butthole and it says they're from Ohio. She's got a licking problem. Look.
Did you say licking or leaking?
Lick. L-I-C-K.
Okay, I for some reason heard leaking.
Boy, this is going south in a hurry.
When doesn't it go south in a hurry?
Woo. South it's warmer. It's only like 40 up here.
I don't know. Speaking of South, Tejas.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your week.
As you can see, I am back in beautiful Texas, unfortunately.
I'm
Had
very
to-
sad about this.
Had to fly out of Michigan at 7 a.m. Got to Chicago.
Sadness.
I had a meat lovers pizza for breakfast in Chicago.
That sounds delicious. Was it Chicago style?
It was.
Nice.
I've never had Chicago style pizza. Well, I mean, I have, but never from actually Chicago.
Was it really good? Like amazingly good.
It was good. I guess I wasn't as hungry as I thought I was, though, because I only ate half of it. But I felt bad for the guy sitting next to me on the trip from Chicago to Chicago to Austin, because he was maybe 6'2", 6'3", and the person sitting in front of him decided to put their seat back.
I thought you were gonna say you had gas on the pizza.
Oh, I did fart once, and I was sitting there going, "Oh God, he's gonna kill me." But then I went to work. Tuesday, stuff at work broke, so they let us go home early. I actually got off at about 11:30, so I went to GameStop and kind of nerded out a little bit. Bought me the Hulk gauntlet. Yeah. Now I can flip people off impressively.
Makes me think of Tommy Boy when he does that with his.
I also bought a few other toys, and then this weekend we are going camping, so I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, I don't got much more going on. Mr. Spade, before we get to the video of our sacrificed virgin, how was your week?
Oh, a lot of ups and downs. So the part you didn't mention was we did a lot of running around on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. How did I forget that?
So we hung out with our friend Matt and went to Applebee's, and for some reason he paid, and I got to try rum for the first time, so that was awesome.
Well,
That's
he
your
did it
first
for
time?
did it for my birthday, but you were just the added bonus.
Welcome to being a pirate.
That's what I told him.
I'm kind of like Jack Sparrow. I like the rum, mate. After that, we got dropped off at the casino. And I explained to Texas how when my hand tingles, I get a feeling about a machine, which he thought was bullshit. But then I put $20 in, and the first spin I won $50. But then I lost it all. That was scary. It was like a robotic cat fart computer sound.
Well, my computer farted.
Anyways, so I did that. Then I lost that money, and then Texas wanted to go play blackjack.
Which, by the way, I've actually never been to a casino before. This was the first time I played blackjack, and I think it was beginner's luck.
Well, it was part beginner's luck, part having somebody that knew what they were doing behind you, telling you when you shouldn't hit.
Well, I know not to hit when it's 17 or more, but
I just forgot the whole double down rule and stuff.
I didn't know anything about the double down rule, but I did pretty good.
He started with 60, ended up with 225.
Nice.
And then he gave me 25 of it for consulting him.
Consultant's fee.
To which
I was being nice.
Hey, there was a couple of those hands. Had I not said hit or stay, you wouldn't have won.
I might have. You don't know what was in my brain.
No, but I knew it was on the card afterward. But ended up going to a Plinko machine in the corner. And I was like, I really don't want to spend this 25 because then I'll be broke again. And then somebody was like, just do it.
I gotta get something for her. Hannah had to go get her brother at work. She forgot.
Hi.
Let's get you up here, girl.
Who's that?
I had a daughter over the week that turned a year old really fast.
That looks like Rick or me. She's got blonde hair.
Well, her daddy's a black man, so it's not any of us. This is Jordan. She's our next door neighbor.
Hi.
Say hi.
So we'll make sure to edit that part out. I don't know if they want their kid in the podcast.
I asked. She said it was okay.
Oh, never mind then. Keep going, Rick.
But anyways, I got on that Plinko machine and I played a couple of small rounds, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to hit the max bet button one time.
I think you were down to like your last chance to do a max too.
Yeah.
But yep,
Let me sit up.
I hit the max button. Next thing you know,
I got you.
I turned my $6 to 62. So I got my 45 back plus whatever Texas gave me, and
Then we called it a day for that time at the casino.
yep, we went to the mall in Kalamazoo.
By the way, Justin, I'm going to tell you now because you're probably listening to this on a Monday. Check your dryer if you haven't done it already to make sure there's not a special surprise in there for you before you go to dry clothes.
In the dryer? What's in the dryer?
No. Inflatable boobs. Just like blow up balloons that look like boobs.
That's funny. Bless you. Did I lose you guys?
Yeah, I hear
Well,
you.
we hear you, but you're...
Oh, as long as you can hear me. That's what's important.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Oh, you'd rather see my pretty face?
Well, I mean, this is the video portion of the podcast.
Talking to my cell phone, but I can't find either of them.
I don't know where his
All
cell
right.
phone are.
What else you got, Rick?
Yeah, I went to Kalamazoo. I don't know if B remembers this, but do you remember my throwing cards that I used to have?
Yeah, we used to throw them at my parents' fence.
Well, I finally got them back again. So,
Where'd they go?
well, if you remember, an ex of mine stole them.
Oh, right.
But to buy, I bought new ones. They're not as cool as the other ones, but they're just as good.
We used to have a lot of fun with those.
I know. That's how I
Hi.
feel.
Hi.
I know. I'm crazy. It's great. Other than that, I had a
You
little.
kind of look like one of the Olsen twins when they were little in Full House.
Yeah, they're so cute.
You're right. I do look like an Olsen twin. It's great. But
I'm
yeah,
trying to join on my computer. It's not working. Oh, wait.
well, why you figure that out? Other than that, I had a little bit of a breakdown. Things happen. Got mad. Broke some things, but now I got new pictures up on the wall.
Yay, pictures.
Let's see here. What else? Had a couple hospital visits. Did some work. Did some stuff on the podcast.
What are you?
All right, you gotta
Turn
one
one of
the
them off
audio
because there's an audio echo.
What are you doing?
Yikes!
There we go. I fixed it, guys.
I'm sorry for everybody that had to hear that.
This computer decided to do an update, and it took a half hour,
So yeah. Other than that, that was for me. But now let's kick it back over to St. Louis. J Hizzle, what do you got for us?
This was before I sacrificed them, just so
Dude,
y'all
how's your
know.
week going?
All right. Well, first, Texas. What an introduction! That was awesome. So this week's been a pretty busy week, actually. So currently, I am in St. Louis, Missouri, for training for work. It's been really almost a year since I've been able to do training in person, so that's really cool. Learning lots of new stuff. My dad and Stacy from our office is here, and all the other financial advisors that we like to talk to and work with are here. So there's C Hizzle right back there.
C Hizzle.
Yep, C Hizzle in the house. So, and we also happen to be at a casino, which is kind of cool. So I have not gone to lose any money yet, but I was in the elevator with a guy, wearing my mask, of course, in the elevator and stuff. But I was asking him how his day's going, and he told me he's lost $2,000 so far. I'm thinking, whew, I'd be crying. But he was playing poker. So I was thinking if only Ric Spade was there to teach him how poker is played. But he was going up to get another $1,000 or so, and hopefully he's ready to make that comeback. So maybe I'll see him later, and he'll be like, "Yeah, I actually won 10 grand." So that'd be kind of cool. But anyway,
I guess
just
it
thought
does,
that was
Jay.
interesting. Otherwise, I finally actually got the lawn mowed this past weekend for the first time in like a month, which was kind of a good thing to do. And yeah, it was just really fun last week having all four of us at the Henplex studio. And now, complete opposite, we're all in different places. But yep, so that was my week.
That again, that was recorded before I sacrificed him, and he knew he was going to get sacrificed. So I'm happy he could compliment my intro of sacrificing him.
But now we're gonna kick it back to him and let's hear about some news. It's gonna be a really interesting podcast.
So this is pre-recorded, more than likely. But news segment.
Likely it is,
1.
Jay.
You know how I like hockey and Zambonis. And this is 2020, so anything's possible this year. And unfortunately, the Zamboni was caught on camera bursting into flames on an ice rink in New York while the driver was. Oh, I feel like I would have ditched it, but I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I guess you got to try to save the rink. The incident occurred Wednesday during a youth hockey practice. A driver was using the Zamboni to clean an ice rink at Bill Gray's Regional Iceplex in Rochester, New York. The fire department said no one was hurt, including the driver, who continued to drive the machine off the rink to a maintenance area while it was on fire. And a couple of youth hockey players who were on the rink at the time were fine too. So the incident apparently has gone viral and has over 500,000 views on social media. It was sparked by leaking hydraulic fluid that came in contact with some of the hotter components underneath the Zamboni, and it caught fire. So I'm just impressed that the guy, that is pretty impressive. It's on fire, and he's like, you know what? I got to get this off the rink. Got to save this ice rink, and then I'll get into the maintenance place and have the firefighters come put it out. So it's kind of interesting. When they responded, they got there and helped get the Zamboni outside, made sure the fire is completely out. So it sounds like besides the Zamboni itself, there wasn't much damage, no injuries. So it's a happy ending.
So I don't know about you, but I'm not staying on a fucking Zamboni while it's on fire.
I showed how evil I was by laughing as soon as he said that. But
There'd be a big hole in the ice because I'd jump off and run. It'd be funny.
I don't know. That just doesn't sound safe to me. Like, oh, man, should I keep it on this ice and damage things? Or should I drive it and hope that I don't burn to death?
I'll just leave it.
Do you remember that yellow forklift at Meyer?
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, we all worked there.
That caught fire once while I was working.
I heard all about it. I've heard the stories.
And all I'm thinking is you
Tim
tried
tells
to,
the story well.
and all I can think of is I wouldn't have even tried to put it out. I would have just walked away. The thing was on its last legs. It's still on its last legs.
Department 100, Rick. Come on, Department 100.
Hey, the last time you guys called that, I think you were there, and I walked all the way to photo.
Yep, that was me. I did all the fire drills.
I remember when I worked at Meyer, they had a code 100 in the dang meat freezer. So
Light caught on fire?
I don't know what caught on fire, but the sprinkler system started going off and the steaks and stuff in the freezer. So me and some of the other guys from shipping and receiving went in there and started taking everything out. We got soaking wet and freaking cold. And then we still had to be there till almost 10 o'clock at night, finishing up our shipment. And soaking wet clothes, but Meyer was nice enough to give us $15 each to go get new shoes.
Ooh, $15.
What the hell kind of shoes can you buy for $15 at Meyer?
I have no idea.
I got
But they
this
meant go to Walmart and get some.
Yeah, that probably would have been the thing that I would have done.
All right, what else does J Hizzle have?
I don't know. Jay, what do you got for us?
All right. Story number 2. This is related to, of course, the Guinness Book of World Records. We always got to see who's breaking records today. This
No, we
one I
don't.
like. I almost wonder, like, if I had practiced this enough, if I could beat it. I don't know.
You could not.
But a New Jersey pizza
Did you
delivery
do
driver
dad jokes later?
unofficially broke a Guinness World Record by folding 18 cardboard pizza boxes in 1 minute. Which, I mean...
Oh, Josh, you have that beat.
For 30 seconds.
Do you remember at Domino's, Josh? You were like the
Pretty impressive.
fastest pizza box person
But,
ever.
Randy D. Gregorio.
Let's just talk
guy
over the Justin.
from
He's not
Blue
important.
Pizza.
Yeah, you, me,
Realized he
Adam,
had
and
a
Justin
skill
would
for
try,
box
and
folding
I
with
always seem to
with
beat you
coworkers.
guys.
So that's
You
kinda-
were fast.
over time when it's slow and there's
You
no...
had a box
delivery,
like every
I compete
3
with other
seconds.
drivers and say who can fold them the fastest. And over time I started to realize that, hey, I'm pretty good at this. So apparently he... the world record was 14 boxes in 1 minute, set in Italy, which makes sense because they like pizza in Italy. So,
That's slow.
but he ended up with 18
Damn.
boxes in the same time period. However, he submitted the evidence to Guinness, and he has to hear from them to see if it'll be official or if he has to do it again. Well, that's kind of crazy.
Took me 1 minute just to do one box at Domino's.
Seriously? I thought I had it down. I could do a few at least. I don't know. That's
I
actually...
would keep putting parts in backwards, so
Josh was still the fastest I've ever seen.
All right, new story number...
any other thoughts on that?
Nah. We talked over Justin, so we're good.
Josh is fastest. He could have the world record.
Well, there you go. If you can ever find a pizza place that'll let you do some pizza boxes.
Domino's. They'll let you do anything for $1.
Yikes.
Anything?
Anything.
I'm gonna make them eat my Dippin' Dots for $1. Moving on.
3. Aggressive cougar follows man on Utah trail for 6 minutes.
I saw that video.
I realize you're probably thinking
She
that
like
aggressive cougar could
50
mean
and he was like
awful.
22 or something.
So some people would like a cougar to follow them for 6 minutes in Texas. But in this case, it was actually the cat cougar. So a man was out for a run on a Utah trail, captured a video of a frightening 6-minute encounter with a scary kitty cat. That's what he called it. Kitty cat. It was a mother cougar. So he was out for a 10-mile run. And that's why I live in Michigan, because if I go for runs, I don't have to worry about being eaten. But he was at Slate
have
Canyon
cougars and bears
Provo when
here.
he spotted 4 cougar cubs in the trail ahead of him. Yeah, that's not good. He was filming the cubs and their mother showed up, and mom was not happy. Mom followed him for 6 minutes. So Burgess called the mother a scary kitty cat and shouted profanity at the animal to leave him alone. That's a good idea. Just swear at it. That always works. Come on, dude. I don't feel like dying today, he said after the cougar repeatedly lunges at him. But it was a very long 6 minutes, he said, but the cougar finally turned and went back towards the cubs after he threw a rock in her direction. So he says, honestly, now it still feels like a dream. I was thinking more like a nightmare. So, yeah, just if you ever see like baby bears or baby cougars and stuff, it's best to just not get even close to them. The parents really get pissed.
What do you see?
Why is it Texas that would like the cougar follow him? That sounds more like Rick.
I like them young chicks.
I had a cougar once.
I'm trying to get an 18-year-old so my son won't make fun of me no more.
So far, my lowest is 23. Moving on.
18.
Hey, it's legal.
If you see like hot,
I won't tell you mine when I was
That's
younger.
completely
I
different.
won't go there.
And if they can chase you for 6 minutes, they're probably in good shape. So that's cool. Or if it's Captain B, he's going to fall. So he definitely shouldn't get himself in that situation.
That's sad. He can get you from beyond the grave.
All right. And the final story.
Poor B.
Well, actually, I guess he got me and baby from beyond the grave. Poor virgin.
Story number 4. Again, this one's for Texas. Beaver on the loose after New Mexico Zoo escape. New Mexico Zoo is asking the public to keep watch for a beaver that escaped from the facility after only recently being transferred from another zoo. This beaver, man, he got away. So apparently the Spring River Zoo in Roswell said, Busy. Oh, I had a hamster named Busy. One of a pair of 2-year-old beavers recently arrived from Pittsburgh discovered was missing from his enclosure on Sunday. So Busy is believed to have tunneled under multiple fences to make his way out of the zoo. He was very busy. Busy was Busy Beaver. So the police department's involved now for the search. And so is the city's animal service department and the New Mexico Game and Fish Department. They've all been notified. So if anyone sees a beaver in the city or surrounding area, it could possibly be the zoo's animal. While a beaver is relatively tame, it does not like to be picked up and should not be chased.
Well, damn. That was the best I got. Did Texas freeze, or is he just making a weird face?
I think he's making a face. Maybe he's frozen.
So do not chase or pick up the beaver. The zoo is asking anyone who
I think
spots
he's
the beaver
frozen.
to contact the facility rather than attempt to capture it themselves.
This is about the
And
time
with that
he
beaver
normally
news-
freezes.
That completes the news segment. Dun dun.
All right, so that was the news. Okay, yeah, he did.
It's just 2 of us. Hey, Rick.
Oh no, it's just the 2 of us.
We can make it if we try.
It's just the 2 of us.
You and I. Ready? All by
myself.
Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. Every time I hear that, I picture Jigglypuff singing it.
All right, so it's about time for the game of the week. Hopefully, by the time I start this, Texas will be back.
With each other. It was you, me, you.
J Hizzle, hit us up with the game of the week.
The game of the week time.
It amuses me that I have to do it this way. Well, while we're waiting for Texas to make his return, we're playing Disturbed Friends. And in case you've forgotten how to play this game, I have cards.
Hey, he's back.
Sorry, Wi-Fi took a crap.
That's what I figured. I told him it was about that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's past my bedtime. That's when the Wi-Fi craps out.
All right, so we're going to play Disturbed Friends. How it works is we're going to go A, B, or C after I ask
B.
the question.
You do not answer the question till we guess.
I know you can do this.
Okay.
I know you can do this. I believe in you. But because I don't believe in you, I'm going to make you go first. Be slow.
Hey.
Quit. Be slow. If a Okay, sorry. If a group of hood rat bitches tried to attack you on the subway, you would A, take the beating, I don't hit women. B, cut a bitch. C, fake a heart attack.
B, cut a bitch.
Fake a heart attack.
Justin?
Yeah, he didn't answer that part. He just answered
B.
his question.
Cut a bitch. I did it right, guys.
Captain Slow's gonna cut a bitch. Texas. You recently started to practice witchcraft. The first spell you will cast is A, If you don't vote, you get deported. B, people who talk in movie theaters become slaves. C, that all horrible drivers get ass cancer. I'm going with ass cancer.
I'm going with ass cancer.
C, ass cancer.
Ass cancer. All right. We'll do mine and then we'll hop over to Jay for his first question. Oh boy. I wish I hadn't picked this card now. It already sounds bad now I read the first line. All right. I see two gay men sitting beside me at a bar. The owner suddenly kicks them out and calls them fudge packers.
Packer fans?
I decide to A, pull the owner aside and sodomize him with a hammer. B, go hang out with the gay men. They are delightful.
Yay.
C, keep quiet. Whiskey is half price tonight.
A.
C.
Sodomize the hammer. Just because that.
I don't believe in bashing gay people, so I'd have to sodomize that motherfucker with a hammer.
Yeah.
J Hizzle, here's your question.
Yes.
All right, since I told everybody how this works already, I'm going to give you your question, J Hizzle. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
The craziest place you would be willing to take a shit is A, on a roller coaster, B, while dancing in a nightclub, C, on my best friend's chest, and I hope to God you're talking about Be Slow.
Roller coaster.
All right, I'll let everyone think about that for a minute.
Roller coaster.
Push play, Rick. You've already heard it, so you don't get
Yeah,
to
I know.
guess.
Well,
Look,
here's my
my
thought.
other cat, guys.
Obviously, I'm not gonna take a crap on anyone's chest. That's kind of gross. And
Oh,
roller coasters are just a bunch of fun. They'll probably kick you out, but I don't really dance. So if I am dancing, that means I'm probably really wasted. And people are really drunk in the nightclub. They won't even notice. So I'm gonna go with B, nightclub.
Well, we were both wrong, Brian.
Yep.
Boy, I can't wait till you hear his other questions. They were actually pretty good. All right, Captain Be Slow. Let's see if you can go 2 for 2 this time. You would use cloning technology to create an abundance of A, pretty people, B, Smurfs, C, Hitler slaves,
Smurfs. B.
pretty people.
Smurfs.
I'm not doing very well this week.
Well, I seem to know B. I don't know either you or Jay, so.
That's okay. I didn't expect Jay to go with nightclub, so
You probably thought roller coaster too, didn't you?
yeah.
Because you knew he wasn't going to go on someone's chest.
I mean, whatever floats his boat. Okay. Texas.
Yeah.
You think the most disgusting perverts masturbate A, on animals, B, during funerals, C, to children.
C, children.
I wish that C wasn't an answer because I would have went B, so I'm going to have to go with C.
Mm-hmm.
C. Children. Sick fucks.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. All right. Here is my question. If I was camping with my friends and a bear came out of the woods, I would immediately A, try to save everyone, B, break a friend's leg and run away, C, shit in my pants.
Well, you wouldn't have to break a leg and run away because I would fall down. Oh, A.
I'm gonna say D. You're gonna.
Freeze.
He froze again. I really wanted to
Screenshot
hear what D.
that face.
God damn it! I wanted to hear what D was. Come back. Come back. I may never know. Crappleberry. Watch, she's gonna end up on his phone next. Texas.
Come back to me.
Texas.
We lost you.
Why must you go away? Come back before tomorrow. Hopefully he'll be back in another 30 seconds. Because I really want to hear what his answer is.
Rick wants to know what the D is.
I know what the D is. It's in my pants.
Oh my gosh. What's he saying?
He said, D, climb a tree and elbow drop the bear.
I like that. I'm going to go with D.
Boy, that's a fair answer. I wish that was one of them.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I did. What's your actual answer?
Probably shit in your pants.
Well, if he didn't trip, I was going to break his leg anyway. Sorry, B. I'm going to go with B. Hey, Jay.
Go boom.
Hey, J
Field
Hizzle.
position.
What's your next question? You ready for your next one?
Yep.
I think the scariest way to die would be A, slowly in a retirement home, B, getting raped by gorillas, C, alone.
D. Raped by gorillas.
Raped by gorillas.
All right. I'll let you guys think about that for a minute, but that one's kind of a give me. Clearly one answer sounds way worse than the other two, and that would be B. Getting raped by
good,
gorillas
right.
sounds awful.
I was going to be awfully disappointed if you hadn't picked B.
Yes, if anyone, I hope everyone would have picked B.
All right. Question number 3.
Can B go 3 for 3?
Be slow. You think the biggest waste of time is A, learning karate, just buy a fucking gun. B, being a stripper, prostitution pays. C, trying in life, your parents will never love you.
Wait. Say C again.
Trying in life, your parents will never love you.
Read the question again.
You think the biggest waste of time is
C.
A,
I teach people how to fight. That's one of my jobs. I believe that hands-on is very important. Josh taught me Taekwondo at a young age.
Yes, I did, Bryan.
You remember that. Mr. Kwan always called me Brain. Oh my gosh, this is a hard one, guys. She said. Let's go with C.
your parents will never love you, and it shows. Texas.
That's okay. We love you, Slow.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
What the fuck kind of questions are these? Texas.
What?
If you was filthy rich,
Say that again.
That was agonizingly violent.
All right, let's try this again. If you were filthy rich, you would definitely A, hunt humans for sport. B, open a zombie petting zoo. C, kidnap celebrities and torture them. I think B would.
C.
I like B. I want to go with B.
C. Kidnap celebrities.
Man, I don't want to do B because then if someone gets bit, you're liable. I'm going to have to go kidnapping celebrities. Come here, Kim Kardashian, you bitch.
Oh, I'd want you to torture Kanye West.
He's already tortured. He's married to a Kardashian.
Yeah. You whiskers.
I don't like this question.
Getting it.
What you got, Rick?
If my sex life was a book, it would be called A, the Bible. B, Sex for Dummies. C, 50 Shades of AIDS.
I'll go B because that one sounds least
Rick's gonna pick the Bible.
worse.
Here's the thing. I've done a lot of questionable sexual things. Although I am STD free. But I'm gonna go with C, 50 Shades of AIDS.
Oh. We are both wrong.
Let's go to our third question with J Hizzle. I kind of enjoy doing this. Oh, this is right up your alley, my friend. You think the best thing Arnold Schwarzenegger ever did was A, the Terminator movies. B, become governor. C, pound his maid.
He's gonna go Terminator movies.
I
think
know
the
Terminator
governor
movies.
of California.
Did you say pound his maid?
Pound his maid.
Well, he won't say that, and
It's
he'll
Terminator
probably say
movies. He
Terminator.
loves the Terminator movies.
You're gonna like his answers, though. It's funny. Maid.
I think the governor of California has done a lot of good things. Pounding the maid's probably not his best moment. Being governor is pretty cool, but California is still kind of a crappy place. I don't know if it can be saved. But do you know what was brilliant? The Terminator movies. Definitely gonna have to go with A.
Yeah, yep.
That's the best answer you could possibly give.
I know, it's great, right? That's awesome.
All
And
right.
the final round.
It's the final countdown.
What in the blue fuck?
That must be a good card for Be Slow.
Oh my god. Be slow. In a nightmare, you raped a puppy and was sentenced to prison. In order to appear gangster, you got a tattoo with the words A, stab you for pudding.
Oh my god.
B, touch me and get syphilis. C, the puppy rapist. I gotta go with A, stab you for pudding.
Hey,
I'm gonna say touch you for syphilis. That way they'll leave me alone.
well, if they've already got syphilis, they won't care.
Oh, you make a good point. I'm going A. Change my answer.
He's gonna be gangster, stab you for pudding.
I raped a dog? What?
That was
No. A puppy.
Reminds me of that story that I read last week from Texas.
That was like the most fucked up card I think I've seen yet. Texas.
Yep.
You think the public should not forgive athletes who A, bite their opponent's ear off, B, take performance-enhancing drugs to win races. C, lose games. I'm going to go with C.
C.
Well, that's a difficult one because even though I'm not a big basketball fan and I hate the LA Lakers, one of their players missed a wide open 3-pointer in game 4 to have a sweep. And he got death threats for missing that, even though they won the championship.
Oh. That's pretty messed up.
But I understand all the other ones. Fine. C. Damn you for missing the shot. Die, you horrible bastard.
All right.
One of my heroes is Lance Armstrong. He used performance-enhancing drugs.
Yeah, but he also survived Bryan, testicular, liver,
Yep.
heart, lung, cancer, all that stuff.
Here's
And
my
And he's
question.
only got,
Tyson.
and he's only got
Never.
one ball.
Here's my question. I wish that I knew A, how to prevent the hiccups. B, how to get away with murder. C, which one of my friends is in the closet.
B.
B. Murder.
Well, here's the thing. I already know B's in the closet, so I got to go with B, how to get away with murder. You look at me, but I'm not the one getting pegged on a sex swing, so. All
I
right.
do the pegging.
It remains to be seen.
That's
All right.
because I don't let people watch. Oh no, I lost my lemur.
Boy, that just pretty much optimize screen sharing for video clips. No, that's not the button I wanted. Hold on. That was the wrong button. Don't do that.
I won't.
Okay, there we are. Here we go. All right, J Hizzle, here's your last question. You wish that your uncle was A, Danny DeVito, B, Uncle Phil, from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, C, not a sex offender.
B. Uncle Phil.
I'll go A, Danny DeVito.
Uncle Phil's awesome.
He is, but
I feel like C is implying that my uncle is a sex offender. That's kind of funny. Let's see. Like
That's funny.
Uncle Phil and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Was he the one that was kind of strict but still kind of cool at the same time?
He was a judge.
Funny stuff.
Yeah. He was the one that owned the house too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Uncle Phil. That's what I go with. I think he was a pretty good role model. He was, he had rules and stuff, but was caring and pretty cool. Yep. There we go. Final answer.
Uncle Phil it is. And those are your questions for this week's Game of the Week.
All right.
All right, so that was the Game of the Week. And now, it's time for just a little bit of sports.
all right. So NASCAR's playoffs are down to the final 8. Chase Elliott won the last race at the Charlotte Roval to secure his spot. The other people in the top 8 are Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano. There's a few other ones. I don't have anything written down. I'm sorry. I'm unprofessional this week. This week they're in Kansas. And the week after that, they are at Texas Motor Speedway, and I will be at that race.
Hey.
And the race, it's actually a twofer on that day because they're doing the Truck Series race before the NASCAR race. And Natalie Decker of the Truck Series has been cleared to return to racing, which Justin is tickled pink about. In the world of baseball, they are into their conference finals pretty much. And in the American League, the Astros won tonight, making that series 3-2. The Astros are the, I think, 4th or 5th team that has ever forced a game 6 after being down 3-0. And only one team has ever forced a game 7. That was Boston. So let's hope the Astros can be number 2. Right now, in the top of the 7th, the Braves are beating the Dodgers 7-2, and they are leading that series 2-1. I don't have much else for sports.
Let's go Red Wings.
Even though no one really cares about the NBA, the Lakers are once again champions.
No one gives a crap.
I just report stuff. Hey, have you guys saw that they're doing like no helmet, no pads, tackle football league now?
Yeah, it's called rugby.
I'll say, you mean rugby?
No, like it's actual football.
No, haven't seen it.
I thought it was pretty crazy. I just thought I'd throw that out there. I had something else news related, but I can't remember what it was now. Oh, well. Okay, well, that was a quick sports.
Yay.
So you know what it should be time for then?
Top 5.
Should be time for the top 5.
Do we have a top 5?
Time for top 5.
You didn't see the group chat?
I didn't get a top 5. What is top 5?
Top 5 shoe brands.
Oh.
It's going to be a real easy one. All right. So this week was the top 5 shoe brands. What is your favorite kind of shoe? Maybe you like a Croc. Maybe you like a Nike. Maybe you like a Fila. I don't know.
Nike.
Well, let's go down to Texas. To
Nike can suck a dick.
Again, I'm not prepared. I'm an old guy. I don't really care for shoes. So I guess I'll go number 5, Puma. Number 4, Reebok. Number 3, Adidas. Number 2, hell, I don't know what else is out there. Number 1, I'm going to go Skechers because that's pretty much all I wear. Yay, Skechers and being an old fart.
I'll do mine.
Go ahead.
Number 5, we'll do Kelme for soccer shoes. Number 4, we'll do CDs for my bicycle shoes. I like Adidas. We'll do Puma. And then number 1, Skechers, because I like wearing my Skechers.
Okay.
Which, by the way, if you ever go through an airport, Skechers slip-ons are amazing since you have to take your shoes off to put them through the X-ray scanner.
Okay.
I highly recommend Skechers slip-ons. That's what I wore to and from Michigan.
Okay.
All right. My number 5, Skechers. My number 4 is Fila. My number 3, Reebok. My number 2 is Adidas. And my number 1, Under Armour, specifically the Project Rock shoes.
Okay, I'll make Under Armour number 2 because I couldn't think of another one. Yay, Under Armour.
I like my Under Armour sandals.
I'll tell you right now, in terms of gym shoes, my Project Rock shoes are the best shoes I've ever worn for the gym. I mean, I have blue Under Armour shoes that I've worn for 2 years straight, and they're still in great condition. But my Project Rock Under Armour shoes are by far the best gym shoes I've ever had.
Before you switch to J Hizzle, can I take a wild guess that he has a honorable mention?
There was no honorable mention.
What? Jack.
And if he did, I did not hear it, and I listened to this twice. So,
All right. We have a very interesting and unique top 5 today that I don't know. I just randomly thought of
Top 5 suck, J
Why not?
Hizzle.
top 5 favorite shoe brands. I know some people that are really into the shoes they wear, and others are like, meh. All right, since who knows if I'm actually here in person or not. My top 5. Number 5, although it's a little controversial on how they're made, I think that when I used to wear them, they're pretty comfortable. I'm going to go with Nike. And they do have...
Ooh, they hate cops.
Child labor.
I've had some of these before, and again, very comfortable. New Balance. And number 3, again, they're pretty good sporty shoes, but also it's always fun when people try to make an acronym for them, and that would be Adidas. So technically, Adidas stands for all day I dream about sports. But in high school, everyone said it really stands for all day I dream about sex. So I'll leave it up to you what you think Adidas actually stands for. And then number 2 has got to be Reebok. I've always liked Reeboks. And then my ultimate number 1 favorite, and I think all my shoes might actually be this brand, and that's Skechers. Man, Skechers are just so comfortable, and they'll literally last years. Well, at least for me. My mom might say otherwise, but I love their slip-on shoes. I like their tennis shoes. Like, Skechers are just the brand for me, apparently. And I don't even, like, I look at other brands, but they just usually end up, A, being, like, affordable, and B, they're just so comfortable. And that is my top 5.
All right, that was the top 5 for this week.
Uh,
And now it's time for the trip and fall segment of this show. It's time for a little cop talk.
And now, it's time for Cop Talk. Ugh, tasers hurt.
And now it's time for cop talk.
that hurt. Hi, guys. Okay, let me open it up here. There it is. Okay, we're going to do a little thing about policing myths. I'm going to ask you guys some questions and see what you guys have to say. Oh, okay. What do you guys see as the role of police? Do you view them as enforcers or protectors, both, or one more than the other?
To protect and serve.
I agree with that.
29% of the public view the police more of enforcers than protectors. 31% of police view themselves more as protectors than enforcers, but 62% of police see them as both. I see them as both. To protect and serve. Do you guys think the size of the police force needs to change?
Yes, you need more police officers. You only have 4 in your little area.
That's not a little area when you think of how many people they have compared to how big the space is.
Oh, I know. You at least need 5.
Well, 86% of police agree with you, Josh. We don't have enough personnel. I agree with that. All right, so do you guys think you understand the challenges that police officers face?
After talking to you and listening to you, yes.
Sometimes I get confused.
I go left, I go right. Is green green or is green red? What? All right. All right. What the public needs to know. Here's a myth. Myth number 1 that the general public believes. I think police officers can turn off the adrenaline at the end of a shift. That is absolutely 150% false. It's a 24/7 career that never gets turned off. Threat assessment, focus on potential negative consequences aren't something that's easy to turn off. This is where officers need to develop emotional detachments to be effective at their job. Seeing a dead body or gruesome injuries requires a certain amount of necessary mental distancing. That doesn't translate well to life outside of work. Myth number 2, training prepares police for even the hardest part of the job. It could not be further from the truth. Nobody is prepared for the psychological strain or experiencing the different stress. You mean police go through situations of homicide, witnessing homelessness, encountering malnourished children, all that stuff you cannot medically prepare anybody for. It's not possible. Myth 3, police are arrogant. Police are further from arrogant. They are some of the nicest people you will ever meet. But there are exceptions to any rule, of course.
I don't know. You can be a dick sometimes.
That happens. But their demeanor is not ego, it's command presence. It's crucial to being an effective officer. The body language that conveys confidence and authority is what can deter potential criminals from targeting this. As a training officer, I always taught an officer to act like you know the answer to the question, or act like you know what you're doing. Show that command presence. If you don't, you're going to get walked all over. It also invites people to come in and kill you, attack you if you don't know, if you have no command presence. Have command presence. That does not make you arrogant. Myth 4, police don't care how the public perceives them. Police care how the public perceives them. It's very important to have that support from the public. As witnessed around the world right now, or the world is the country right now, there's little support for the police, and what are they doing? They leaving. And that is a little bit of my segment. And now I have a story of what I had to deal with the other day.
Big titty bitches.
Now,
Little titty bitches.
you got the B word right.
Dumb bitches.
Oh, this is some lady from way up north. She comes
Canada?
down.
Canada?
Canada?
Not that far north. In the state.
Oh.
Up north Michigan.
I want to see a moose, eh?
Oh, yeah. Oh. So she comes down in the great town that Rick and I both live in. She stole a car. And then a half hour later, a stolen car is in my jurisdiction, smashed into a tree. She's nowhere to be found. Long gone somewhere. Don't know who the vehicle belongs to, because the vehicle, of course, because of COVID, is not registered to the proper owner. That creates more work. So I find a letter inside the car that takes me to the owner. So I come all the way down to the big city that Rick and I live in. And I talk to the owner. She's like, oh, yeah, this person's driving the car, and she stole it. Oh, and yes, I reported it stolen. I'm like, oh, wonderful news. So she's out in the woods somewhere with no socks, no shoes, no coat, hanging out in the woods somewhere.
No service.
Yeah, and she has no phone. She has no friends. She knows nobody down here because she's from up north Michigan. And so 5 hours later, we get a call because she's knocking on someone's door saying, I was in a car crash and I was sleeping in the woods and I don't know how I got here. And she played so dumb. You can tell she's been through this before.
Meth. It's a hell of a drug.
Multiple warrants for their arrest. And where she was from, when I was confirming those warrants, their dispatch calls me directly. Hey, can I come pick her up? Because she just stole a car up here too, and I want to go arrest her on it. She likes to steal cars and then smash them into trees and then run away. And then of course, she's playing stupid and hit a tree. So we have to go up to the hospital for 2 hours. All the funky monkey scans. And I tell her she's under arrest. She breaks out in a manic laughter like you would expect some schizophrenic psycho to do. You're crazy. Anyway, everyone's bored with me, so move on. Rick's on his phone. Josh is playing with his hand.
I always play with my hand.
I thought your hand had played with. Never mind.
For the record, I was texting Jay to let him know what segment we were on in case he was jumping in.
Oh, where is he?
Well, he's in the middle of doing his stuff, but I was letting him know that we were about to go to Rick's segment.
Man, I've never known something to do seminars at 11 o'clock at night.
Well, he's in St. Louis, so it's an hour different. But
it's 10 o'clock.
Well, he said he was doing a seminar, and then he was going to go to dinner, and then he was going to go see his uncle's house. And
what he didn't tell you was the seminar.
Oh, yeah, they just got
at a
house.
strip club. All right, let's move on to Rick's segment. If Brian's done, I don't know if he has.
Did you just say he went to a strip club?
I'm just assuming that's what he's doing in St. Louis.
Rick's segment.
That was fast.
Even with the crappy propeller.
I don't even know what kind of fucking plane that was.
Sounded more like a messed up fly.
It wasn't even. I was gonna say it wasn't even a plane. It was a fly or a mosquito that got too close to the microphone.
So we don't have Jay doing dad jokes?
Well, we'll get to the dad jokes. We gotta get to Twitter first. This is Rick's segment.
Oh, right.
Rick's segment, tweets, Urban Dictionary.
I don't have a schedule in front of me.
I don't either. I'm remembering this off the top of my head. Thank you.
We've done 23 episodes. We should know the damn schedule.
I don't. All
right. I was close.
I'm on a rant today. If you own a business and you are going to advertise that you do certain things, for example, maybe it's t-shirts, maybe it's
headbands.
If you have only 3 reviews on your thing and they are 5-star and I order from you and your headband looks like I could have fucking did it with a fucking iron on, you shouldn't be in business. So I'm going to tell you what happened. On the 29th of September, I decided I'm going to make myself a Poddamn Idiotz Podcast headband. So I tried to go to my normal place, sleeps.com, where I have this headband, where they make good headbands. My Spade headband is phenomenal, but they're not doing customs at the moment. So then I said, okay, let me try going to another one that I know is good. I went to Junk Brands. In order to go to Junk Brands, you had to buy a minimum of 4. I was trying to find one with no minimums. So what did I do? I said, okay, let me try another place. So I went to this place called Custom Sleeves. And I was like, let me see what they got. They had a lot of different custom things. You can put your logo on there. I went and got this thing. I could go grab it right now, but I don't feel like it. But let's just say it wasn't good. After waiting 2 weeks and wondering if it was even going to show up, I got it. I look, the logo, which was supposed to be about the size of this, was little fucking tiny on the fucking headband. Not only that, wasn't even the right color. It looked like it had the fucking thing ran out of ink. So it's black, it's a little bit of yellow, it's a little bit of gray. Also,
it's a little blurry too.
Well, not only that, but the words were all bitten up on it. So you couldn't even make out that some of the words were podcast. I paid $21 for this thing. When I tried to take it back, you know what they told me? We don't do refunds on custom stuff. So, you know what? Custom sports sleeves, you can kiss my fucking ass. And that is my segment.
Rick's segment.
Caw.
All right. Well, you know what that means. That means it's time for some tweets. Take it away.
Oh, he actually has tweets. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's got dad jokes and tweets.
Yay.
Jokes and tweets. Dad jokes and tweets. And then we'll find Guzzlebird. He's got some good stuff for you, I promise.
I got some dad jokes too. I'd like to share.
You have some dad jokes.
I do. I'm actually using dad jokes as icebreakers on a dating website to try to get dates. So far,
How's
hasn't
that
worked
working?
yet. Has not worked yet, but you know.
Well, Elena had some dad jokes on here too. So let's see what Elena and Jay had. And we'll go from there. Take it away, Jay.
All right. And now it's time for tweets of the week.
Yay. Peacock.
All right. And now, just for Texas, we got to start with some hilarious dad jokes.
I'm actually
I
going to give
entered
him a
my
chance.
Chihuahua in an ugliest dog contest, and I won first place. The dog came in third.
Nah.
Because the guy won first place, not the dog.
The fact that you laughed.
My sword doesn't weigh much. It's my lightsaber.
That's a Star Wars joke.
Hey, look at you laughing at these.
I went to a
That was a
psychic.
Star Wars
I knocked
joke.
on her front door. She yelled, "Who is it?" So I left. They said a mask would be enough to go to the supermarket. They lied. Everyone else had their clothes on.
Tell Uncle Jay your dad joke. You tell him whatever ones you want.
Oh, am I about to hear a dad joke?
Yeah. Come here.
We interrupt this for a special guest with a dad joke. All right, let's hear it.
What does the one hat say to the other?
Ooh, what's he say?
You stay here and I'll go on ahead.
I like it.
Great.
Go ahead. You can tell your other ones.
Um
How about the billboard one?
how do billboards speak?
How?
I'm not sure. How do they speak?
Sign language.
I get it because they're
Um,
signs and they're speaking. That's their language. That's awesome.
You want to tell your inappropriate one now?
Texas, you better be rolling at these because they're funny.
I hate the fact that this is pre-recorded and he's talking to me like that.
Well, you did send him to the grave.
That's true. I did sacrifice him.
Remember that one? Okay.
What is the name?
What is the name of Michael Jackson's denim factory?
Just what is it?
Billie Jean.
After I hear him, I'm like, I should have come up with that. Hey, did you hear about the man who only collected rare pennies? He didn't collect a lot of common sense.
All right.
What did I say to the midget that wanted me to bang her last?
Oh no, what'd you say?
I don't go down like that.
That's great.
You happy now?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That was good. That was really good. All right, I leave you with this last dad joke. A man is being taken to the gallows for his execution. The executioner asked if he had any last requests, and he asked for a high five. The executioner left him hanging. Those are our dad jokes. All right,
Look, guys.
I got a few more in here.
Now all my animals have appeared on here.
Candidates are tweeting.
Hey, Moose, say hi.
He's very confused
Moose.
these days. I don't know if you heard, but the other day he was at a rally and he said, "I am a proud Democrat running for U.S. Senate." So I think on his tweet, he kind of just gave up and said, "You know what? Vote for America." I don't think
I don't know
America's
if
enough
Trump
on
is
the ballot, but if it
America.
was, it'd probably win. And then he also said, Our campaign's contact tracing remains ongoing, and my team will continue to share any significant developments with the American people. If anything, let this serve as an example of the importance of wearing masks and keeping a safe social distance. Oh, that's because Harris, apparently, some people on her campaign got COVID, so now there's some concern. And Biden's trying to, make sure everyone knows, like, it's not his fault. Joe Biden said not only was the individual 50 plus feet away and wearing a mask, but I was wearing an N95 mask. No members of my staff were in contact with this crew member either. My doctors have advised that there is no need for me to quarantine. Wow, Joe's not taking an excuse to go hide away. Good job, Joe. Good job. And not to be outdone, obviously our commander-in-chief, I don't know if you know this, but he likes to tweet a lot.
You say this every time, J
Pelosi is
Hizzle.
holding up stimulus, not the Republicans. He also said that this is going to happen tonight then when we record, which is a Thursday. He said, I would be doing a major fake at NBC News Town Hall Forum live tonight from Miami at 8 p.m. They asked me to do it in place of the rig Steve Scully. He is now suspended from C-SPAN for lying. Debate. I wonder if they'll treat me as well as Sleepy Joe. They should. Wow, so Trump's doing a town hall on NBC. That's going to be interesting. You know how those networks don't really like him. And then he also said, if we don't win, the radical left will destroy our country. Biden refuses to answer questions on packing SCOTUS. Dems will pack the court with radical left justices who will shred the number 2A. That's Second Amendment for those that are wondering. Empower violent mobs and protect terrorists and violent criminals. Oh yeah, man, he's had a lot of tweets going on lately. And then of course I always got to end with an Arnold tweet. So Arnold says, we have to be willing to listen, to learn, to look in the mirror and see none of us is perfect. We have to be willing to see one another as Americans and not as enemies. We will have to be willing to sit down and do the hard work of reform without worrying about stupid party lines. So there's good old Arnold. How it's inspiring. He's right, though. We actually, to ever get anything done in this country, we're all going to have to kind of sit down and put our egos aside and be willing to not be enemies, be friends, compromise. So good job, Arnold. If he was running for president, I would vote, but unfortunately, legally, he can't. All right, and that's Tweets of the Week. And now it's time for Jurassic Park. It's frightening in the dark. All the dinosaurs are running wild.
Dinosaurs are running wild.
Well, hang on. Let me do some dad jokes.
Wiggle's gonna love you.
I want to do some dad jokes. What's the difference between a hippopotamus and a Zippo?
I don't know what.
A hippopotamus can weigh 4,000 pounds. A Zippo's a little lighter. Actually, I've been using that one as a pickup line on dating sites. I don't know if Justin's did this one before. If he did, I apologize. What do sprinters eat before a race?
What?
Nothing. They fast.
Oh, that's funny.
A cheese factory exploded in France. Debris is everywhere. All right, I won't bore no one else. What you got, Guzzle from Jurassic Park?
Well, first I had some inappropriate jokes. You're gonna love these. So, two midgets were at a hotel and they decided they were gonna get some hookers. So they called the hookers and they had adjoining rooms. So each of them went to their room with the hooker. And the one got on the bed and he looked at the hooker and he goes, man, I can't do this. So he sent her home. And he was getting ready to go tell his buddy about it. And then he heard through the wall, ah, 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 ah. He was was like, well, he must be having a good time, so I'm going to leave him alone. So he went to bed. So the next day he woke up and he went out of his room and his buddy was standing outside and he was like, man, I just couldn't do it last night. And the buddy replied, yeah, I couldn't either. And he goes, what do you mean? I heard the noise through the wall. He's like, what are you talking about? I couldn't even get on the bed. All right. And my second joke. This couple was in the deep, dark woods having sex. And the guy decided to go down on the girl. After about 10 minutes, he pulled his head up and he goes, man, it's really dark in here. I wish I had a flashlight. And the girl replied, me too. You've been eating grass for the last 10 minutes.
That was funny.
All right, now for the tweets. T-Rex died. Visit the temporary golden retriever instead. We use dark magic and satanic rituals to make the dinosaurs. And then according to last week, we also baptized them just in case. You can now have sex at the park. Why the fuck is there a puss on my... Never mind. All right, and finally, if you're concerned about being eaten at the park, please consult the new guest death count forecast for your planned trip dates available now on the Jurassic Park app.
The guest death count forecast.
I heard the times are low between Thursday and Friday from 6 to 7 o'clock. And those are the tweets of the week. All right. So, we know that we've ended tweets, so we know what that means. So we're going to go kick it off to J Hizzle to hear his Urban Dictionary definition of the week.
All right. So,
It's the Urban Dictionary definition of the week. Here we go, Ric Spade.
take it away yourself.
It's great. J Hizzle, can you tell me what Santa's eyebrows are?
Santa's eyebrows. I'm picturing something like white and hairy. So I'm going to say that since this is Urban Dictionary, obviously it's dirty. It's not anything nice and clean. So this is something that takes place on Christmas. And this is going to be something that happens in the bedroom with Grandma and Grandpa on Christmas night after they have...
Why?
So they go out and they go back into their bedroom and, Grandpa whips it out and it has a lot of white hair on it because he's old.
What the hell?
Santa raises an eyebrow.
Why, Jay?
His dick, and then, and so that's Santa's eyebrow. And then him and Mrs. Claus, in this case, get it on. I was going to see if C. Hizzle is in the room to see what he says, but I think he's not anymore.
Wait for it.
C. Hizzle.
Of
Any
course,
idea
J
what
Hizzle comes
Santa's
up with
eyebrow is?
grandparent sex.
This would be one that, I don't think it's too normal. Urban Dictionary term, just in case. So I
can't wait for this.
went, since I know it's dirty, I went with, it's old and white and hairy, so I figured it must be Christmas night when Grandpa and Grandma, basically do it.
Santa's eyebrow. I'm thinking it might be a way some girl shaves her crotch to look like an eyebrow.
During Christmas, right?
Dyes it blonde, dyes it white, and then shaves it to look like an eyebrow. That's my
She trimmed.
that's my final. She trims her tree.
That's pretty good.
I'm guessing we're both kind of far off. Yeah.
Just a little bit. You guys want to take a guess before I give the definition?
I know what it is because you've been trying to get me to do this one for a while.
This is true.
Wait a second, guys.
Do you want to take a guess, or you?
That was actually kind of close to it. Yeah, B Slow, you're right there.
I know.
All right. What is it?
Santa's eyebrows. After ejaculating in your girlfriend's face, pretend to wipe off her face while actually rubbing your load into her eyebrows, causing them to appear to be white like Santa Claus. Then sit on her lap and tell her what you want for Christmas.
Holy smokes! Who makes these things up? Jeez. All right. Well, that gets me into the Christmas spirit. Just kidding. It doesn't. Not at all. I'm ready for Halloween. All right. There we go. Well, if I don't make it for Urban Dictionary, this has been pre-recorded.
All right, but you know we can't have just one. So, cue the music, B.
Bum,
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 That's the bonus Urban Dictionary
bum,
of the week.
bum.
Take it away, Texas.
Can any of you tell me what a flying circus is?
I'm gonna guess it has something to do with midgets. It's a circus, and so basically there's like a midget just flying on top of your dick, right?
I'm just going to go throw it out there. Flying circus. It's the art of when you have two clowns on a trapeze and one decides to juggle your balls while you paint their face. Flying circus.
Well, you're both incorrect.
I think.
Flying circus. A sex act in which a woman is reverse cowgirl on top of a man, and then they attempt to jump or throw her to another man standing by the wall. Unbeknownst to her, the second man plans to sidestep and let her hit the wall and fall down, hopefully leaving her writhing in agony. Then both men ejaculate on her. Flying circus.
Well, okay then.
Just so you know, that was the first one that was in my long line of saved ones on my phone.
That's fair. That is fair.
All right. Well, as we get set to wrap up the show here today, we'll leave you guys with some words of wisdom. Did J Hizzle have any words of wisdom before I sacrificed him to finish off Jumanji?
He did. Let's go to the last little bit of J Hizzle.
It's such a shame what I had to do to him, but I wanted Jumanji to end, so I had to sacrifice the virgin.
J Hizzle out. Okay, I'm gonna read my words of wisdom quick, and then we gotta go to dinner.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm glad everyone was able to somehow in some way hear me in this show. So I leave you with a couple words of wisdom. Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. You know, that's a great one right there, actually. It doesn't take any energy or any money or anything to be kind to people. And then my one I like from Walt Disney that everyone's heard before, but it's just a great one. If you can dream it, you can do it. And that is what I'm going to leave you with.
All right. Well, I guess I'll do mine next. I've only got one, but it is 12 things to always remember. Number 1, the past can't be changed. Number 2, opinions don't defy your reality. Number 3, everyone's journey is different. Number 4, judgments are not about you. Number 5, overthinking will lead to sadness. Number 6, happiness is found within. Number 7, your thoughts affect your mood. Number 8, smiles are contagious.
Hi.
Number 9, kindness is free. Number 10, it's okay to let go and move on. Number 11, what goes around comes around. And number 12, things always get better with time.
Be slow.
All right. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Walt Disney. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Mark Twain. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Michael Jordan.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be Wayne Gretzky there for a minute.
Fine.
All right. I got a couple, and they were all from me. The first one. Never be afraid to attempt something at least once. It's better to try and fail than wonder what could have been. I mean, I've written a book. I've tried pro wrestling. I've tried MMA. I'm doing this podcast. Better for me to have tried and not succeeded than, never done it at all.
Look what I got here.
That's my book, Lord Elena, Tale of the Fallen Kingdom, available on Amazon.com. Cheap plug. All right. And finally, never measure success. Never measure. I'm having a stroke. And not my penis. Never measure success based on how other people live. If you're achieving, you're succeeding.
I like that one.
So, with that being said, thank you for joining us tonight on the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. Please check out our YouTube page at the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast and check out all our episodes. And subscribe. Also, find our audio at the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. We're on Podbean, Stitcher, Google, Apple, iHeartRadio, Spotify. Leave us a 5-star review. You can find us on our Facebook page at the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast, or at our Twitter at Poddamn Ric Spade, Poddamn Texas, or Poddamn Idiotz P1, or email us at poddammidiotzpodcast@outlook.com. Make sure wherever you go, you leave us a 5-star review, and please tell your friends, your family, your loved ones, the people you love, the people you hate. Random people on the sidewalk, random people at the grocery store. Just yell it out. Go check out the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
And put your mask on.
No!
Go tell the Karen when she's telling you to put your mask on. And anyone else you can think of. And check out the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. Good night, everybody. And we're out.
I'm J Hizzle from the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
And I'm Ric Spade.
And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button to my right.
And maybe you want to see an older episode. See what we've been doing. I'm not sure why you'd start here, but maybe you haven't. Check out the video on the left. Check it out. Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Thank you.